Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz. Why are we here today, Steve?
We're doing another commenting video because we brought up that we would probably do one from the last one, so we're just going to do it.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into nitty-gritty.
Because today we're going to react to some comments from the top 10 worst SH MonsterArts figure. Because I am a monster. I hate SH MonsterArts, apparently.
That's going to be a title for this video. I hate SH MonsterArts.
Yeah, I just despise these things. Well, I don't even own them. Why are they not in the fire? Nobody knows.
Let's get into this.
So we're just going to comment.
Some of these comments are super exciting, you guys.
Alright, so for starters, Marvin Cece brought up that the SH MonsterArts is releasing the original Mechagodzilla that transforms into a jet and tank. For what I imagine he's talking about is the poster version of the 1993 Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
I have that on pre-order. Super excited about it. He apparently is too. King Gojira, Arnez Gabara.
Yeah!
And then
okay,
also,
buddy.
Why? Why is there two? I'm confused. Alright. Andrew Wittenberg. But the Spitfire is my favorite and mine's eyes ain't crooked. And the ton of mine is normal. Which, yep, some people probably got, or at least like most people got good ones. But it was one of those releases that is just kind of hit and miss. Like throughout most of the MonsterArts that I've noticed, there's always like those figures that some are just better than others.
Yeah, it's
some people
random.
complain about. Like even the original Godzilla wasn't the most perfect thing ever. But this was another one. Mine was a little bit worse than some others people's, but I still enjoy the figure. Like that's the one thing I even mentioned in the figure with a lot of these with a lot of these. I enjoyed the figures.
We never stated that we hated these
things.
things.
It's not saying that they were like, don't buy them. It's just like, out of all the ones that I had, these are like more towards the bottom of the barrel. The ones that like I'm most happy with. Like I still enjoy them, but just to varying extents. Like I still bring them out quite often. Whalezilla. The Rebirth is the true 94 Godzilla. SH MonsterArts figure. Which, that's pretty much what most everybody uses for the basic one nowadays. Like, I still have the original, so that's just the one I go with, and the reason why I haven't bought a Rebirth. Fun. Alright, so for Bounty Doodles, I said Booty Doodles earlier.
I like the booty doodle.
The NECA Shin Godzilla looks awful. It looks so bad, its head is too look, and the tail is too short, and the arms are too big. WTF. Like I said, like, in my opinion, I think the body's pretty much really good on the figure. It's mainly the tail could have been reworked a little better, and the head needed to be shifted up. So for the most part, I do agree with you. But I don't really think it's that bad, though. Like for $20.
$20, people. You can't complain.
It's $20, man. Gojira 75. It would have been cool if Godzilla Jr. came with his own atomic breath effect, just like you saw in the film. That would have actually helped out a lot. Just kind of like adding anything to the figure. Again, him being included with something else would have really helped to have sold that figure even more for me.
Like Minya. I would have bought Minya if he came with like that breath of like, you know, like the smoke thing.
The smoke ring?
Yeah.
God, they need to make, like, we need like just a Showa set. Like, I wish like if they made Showa Godzilla figures, they would make like sets. And make them maybe a little bit smaller than the normal ones. Because they're Showa, they're smaller kaijus, I would understand. But then they could do like... for instance, one that we would like would be 69 Godzilla, Gabara, Minya. You can have like the variant sizes for them. They don't even really need accessories. Just make 3 of them. Just make them kind of articulated.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, I would buy that as well. But for some of the other ones, maybe make standalone releases. But for like stuff like that, like Gabara could come with Minya, or Godzilla could come with Minya. Jurassic Kaiju. Let me guess, there is going to be a top 10 favorite SH Monsters figure. Yeah, there was.
There was.
Gyro Productions. The only major complaint is lack of accessories. He stated that 54 should have had a mini oxygen destroyer or a mini Dr. Serizawa holding the oxygen destroyer. That would have been kind of cool. The Dr. Serizawa one. That would have been neat.
That is a long comment.
Or a breath effect. GMK should have had a heart or a mini submarine. Both of those would be kind of neat. I would breath effect. Breath effect would have been cool. I understand because like the spines are illuminated, so
should do
I
something.
get it. But something would have kind of helped. For the price though, like it's pretty standard MonsterArts price. So because you can get them for like 70, 75. It's not really all that bad. Shin About 2 or 3 chucks used to shoot the gas into his mouth and maybe some drones. Yeah, like for him, since they're making the smoke and fire effect anyways, maybe that would have been good with him. But yeah, like the little trucks would have been kind of neat. But he was a large figure to begin with, and for $100, he's not really that bad. Because you figure when King Ghidorah originally came out, he had the beam effects. But I think we paid $150 for mine. He was like $125, $150. And Destroyer was $125, and Shin's actually arguably bigger.
Yeah, he is actually.
And that came with nothing. So he was one of those ones like, I understand why he didn't come with anything, but it would have been nice.
You just want a lot of free stuff, Steve.
Free stuff is cool. Alright, do you like Batra from Alpha Phi? I don't know how to say that. Alpha Phi? Awesome.
I like Batra more than Mothra. Yes, I do. Because Batra's like the counter evil of Mothra.
Even though in the review you like literally disassembled my Batra.
It was just an elbow drop on top of the rope.
From the top rope. G Wakers, Arnez, Gabra, yes.
Yes.
Cheat Age Dude 2003, yes, been waiting for this. Now Steve got hit when 1964 was in the list. Yes, I did. Godzilla 154 first. Arbiter 1985 on the first comment again. Which one was it? I don't know. They're both 5 months ago. Mason Todd, you should do a giveaway for the Destroyer Evolution set. I'm cool. Again, I don't hate the set. I just think it could have been better.
Yet again,
nowhere
did we state that we hated these things. It's just, out of all of them, these are like the bottom barrel, and these are the reasons why they're the bottom.
Yeah, like I have an extra stand, so the flying forms is flying now. But it would have been nice if it would have had it. Get Run. I literally thought the little Godzilla plushie on the left of our nose had a horn, and I was like, Steve has a Unizilla. That'd be cool.
I know.
Also, Gabra is looking at the 64 Goji at the 7-minute 25 marker. Is freaking hilarious, or just anytime Gabra looks at the figures, because when Shin popped out, he went terrified. Charlie Benavides?
Steve will
so Shin
butcher
Godzilla is a
name.
redneck, you say. Oh, I'm good at it. Yes, he is. He's from the south. Arnez Gabra Sabak. I would love that. So there was one thing where Arnez was talking about changing his name.
I don't have a middle name.
Because he doesn't have a middle name. And a lot of people comment about the Gabra. I think you need to do it.
Because I technically don't have a middle name. Can you imagine Gabra as my middle name?
Well, we found out some dude's there's a Steve Gabra somewhere in the United States.
First name Steve, last name Gabra. I was like, my mind was blown.
Yeah, again, so see, it's a norm. Just go down to the state building and get your middle name changed.
We don't make enough money on this channel for that, Steve. Trust me.
Go to our Patreon. That's it. I will make a bracket on there. Arnez will change his name. We'll find out how much it is. If somebody pays for it, we will go do it.
No way.
Bam.
No.
D. Marte. I'm doing it. My name is Gabra. Arnez. Haha. That whole intro was great. Spilled my cereal from laughing. I'm sorry about your cereal.
Wait. What kind of cereal did you waste before we get any further?
Was it Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Because then that'd be fight words.
He will butcher your name again, just so you guys know.
SSUJICA. I would buy that Godzilla Jr. figure. I don't know what you guys are against him. He's so cute, and I cried when he died in the movie. I like Godzilla Jr. as a character. I thought he was actually a pretty cool monster.
We only hate Minya.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's just like the figure's just like, eh. But if you could find it for pretty reasonable, like I'd still go for it. Xavier Productions. Godzilla 1994 has no excuse not to be amazing. He was among the very first of the line. Well, the main reason I bring that up is because a lot of people are complaining like SH MonsterArts nowadays sucks, and there's problems with it nowadays, and back in the old days, all the figures are awesome. And the main point I was trying to make for that video is throughout the course of the MonsterArts line, there has always been ups and downs. for some of the figures. Like even the first figure, a lot of people had complaints about. But then there were some really nice ones. And then we had like the Destroy Evolution set in Junior, which were kind of meh. And then ups and downs. Then we had 2014, which was eh. Now we're at the Shin, which is eh. And
it will happen.
And some repaints. Like it's just... it fluctuates. That's just what I was trying to point out by bringing up that figure. Yeah, I still like it though. Gojira 54, Arnez Gabra, smiles. Pacific Goji 94, really Godzilla Jr. He's one of my favorite releases.
Can we get to those good comments where people tell us to go die and jump off a cliff and stuff like that?
I haven't found one yet, I'm sorry. But yeah, just like explain now, it's just, for me anyways, it's not as good as some of the other releases. Because I pretty much have the major majority of them that aren't repaints. I'm only missing like Heavy Arms Kiryu, which is arguably a reissue with some new stuff. But yeah, it's just like, compared to most of the other ones, he's just especially at the price point. Ethan Smith, it's hard to choose a least favorite because I also loved the line, but if I had to choose, it would either be Rodan or Little Godzilla. Just because of the price point nowadays, which is understandable. And that's pretty much about it. He explains like price points and like Rodan comes with a lot of stuff, but when I got mine, I think I paid like $50 for my Rodan.
And now he's way too much.
Yeah. That's why reason I don't have the heavy arms, because I don't want to pay like $300 for a MonsterArts figure.
We'll wait. They'll make a re-release.
It was like I had the one, so I was fine with it. Now I kind of want the other one just so I could say I have like figures for the movies anyways. Dino Boy 0119. Also, can you tell me what to do about my Shin's left hand popping out a lot? Mainly a lot of that just try to use a hair dryer to get it in really easily. If that doesn't help, add some nail polish to the ball joints to add a little bit of thickness, or even floor polish. I've also seen people use tissues to try to add a little bit of extra friction on the inside.
Which was the weird
That'd
one.
be kind of hard for the hand, but it's one of those figures too that like the ball joint is just so small on it. Like even mine sometimes pops out. Like it's just kind of a thing. Like the figures of ball joints, it's gonna happen. Rebecca and Logan Cleveland has the 1964 Godzilla and thinks that they're all the best. Sweets. Again, like you can enjoy every single one of them. Like again, almost all the figures I have here, I really enjoy. It's just like, would I recommend some of them to people? That's a different story. Ryan Goodside, the 2014 Spitfire, really. When I got mine, it had no problems at all. Seems to be a trope with most people. It's just mine kind of sucked.
Steve has bad luck with figures, man.
I don't know. I've seen people a lot worse, especially with the Shin, like Diego Doom's. Like, oh. Kaiju Films. I like my Shin. I wouldn't be able to walk without them. Alex D. Ryan, the low price of $150. Not sure what you're referencing. Maybe Shin?
Probably Shin.
Maybe. Roger Productions, my Godzilla 2014 does not have derpy eyes. Again, awesome.
He hates you for it.
Shouldn't be added from the list. From Doried Hayes. A lot of people seem to like their 2014s a lot. I come to understand. It's just like, I don't know, especially since it wasn't really designed like the movie. Like I'm sitting right over there. Like it's their own little interpretation, I guess that kind of hurts it a little bit too. But it's just like, again, didn't come with anything. Like the tail articulation is not the best on him, so that's the main reason why it's still low. Again, people can really love that figure. Like it's just mine were not nearly as impressive as some of the others. Panda 4U2C, the Rebirth has more gaps than the 94 Goji. Does it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because the Rebirth's pretty much just the Burning Godzilla, and he seems to be pretty okay. Main problem with the original one, the 94 that I got, is the neck issue. Is if you have him like trying to articulate with his head, there's like always going to be gaps.
Huge gaps. Like you can put your fingers in the gaps.
Ernest. When Ernest is laughing, you can tell his face is red. Also, people that want to know how to spell Ernest's name, it's in the descriptions of almost all the videos on this channel. So just in case, I personally don't mind if you misspell it. Makes me laugh.
But I like Ernest. He was a good actor. Ernest Scary Stupid. Greatest movie ever.
That is a good movie. I also like...
Goes to jail.
Yeah,
Saves
goes to
Christmas. Jail. Man, you can't go wrong with that guy.
Godzilla comes. Shin Godzilla SH MonsterArts is the best. What the neck are you talking about? It's awesome.
Thanks for that, buddy.
Look, as you guys have seen, like on Super and stuff, I use him quite a bit. That's how much I actually like the figure. It's just, I'm not trying to lie to people where it's like I see his flaws, but again, I still enjoy him. That's why I use him in a lot of videos.
I think that's why people
it's not
don't
like
like
April.
us. I think that's why people don't like us because we are honest.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We could call fanboys. Hold on, there should be a comment in here. I think the Destroy Evolution pack should have had the very first form, the tiny little like aquarium one. That would have been cool, in my opinion. From Tracy Lombardi, Mr. Symbiotes. I think you should rename this list least favorite SH MonsterArts, mostly because these aren't bad, just not as good as the other figures. That's what we explained in the video. Like, I understand, it's just, I don't know, I like the worst.
Because they are the worst in this line.
Yeah. MTDC, the Diamond Creeper. And for number 7, his bottom jaw in the movie splits in two. Yes, it does. That was Shin, I do believe. Shwana Bush. It's 1954 man. Ryan Clickzero. Ryan. Godzilla 2014 is okay. What do you mean it's bad? As I explained, it's still one of the worst figures in the line. It's not a bad figure, it's just compared to most of the other ones, it's not nearly as impressive. 1968 is the greatest suit ever from Joshua James.
You're awesome, buddy.
Moving on. Elena Cartilin. Right. I'm asking the foreigner to spell this for me. Elena Cartlin. Elena? Alright, so for Elena Cartlane, just going with it. Nothing for the SH Monsters, Godzilla 1964 keeps popping off. Again, just like we said earlier, try using a hairdryer to get it back in a little bit easier. You want to aim it at the socket the ball joint is going to go into, or also add nail polish to the ball joint for polish, or anything that will give it a little bit of thickness so that there's a little bit more friction. King Goji 95, I honestly disagree with all of them. Definitely allowed to have your own opinion too. It would be kind of nice to maybe seeing like your own list on here. That would be cool because I do like reading what other people think.
We do read all these comments, by the way, you guys.
Yeah, I've gone through these before. Let's see. Due to the camera being placed so far away from the subject and the focus being placed on YouTube rather than the thing we clicked the thumbnail to see, it's impossible to read out any of the detail or to spot the things you're complaining about. I'll tell you a secret that might just surprise you. We are here to see the figures. We don't care in the least about seeing you. You and your appearance are not the selling point of these videos and this channel. By Hobo Beard.
Sir, where the f*** have you been? This is all about us. Me and Steve. You want an in full depth review of figures? Go to the other channel.
Yeah, that is where we focus on the reviews for each and every one of those figures. That's where we go in depth. This one was just explaining our opinions on these figures.
It's stated in the title, our opinions.
And it's a top 10. It's not a review.
Yeah. So, who's the stupid here? I think you are.
Just saying, we commented back on that.
Gabra, hold me back. Hold me back, Gabra.
Hold me back, Gabra. Gabra's like, no, man, I got this.
I'm about to take this guy out.
But yeah, it's just like,
again, we even stated in the video, for a full review, go to the other channel. Here's the link. We even put the link in there.
Yeah.
Did you even watch 5 seconds of it? Because I'm pretty sure within the first minute we explained that part.
Yeah, because I hate to say it, but this channel is pretty much about us and our opinions on these figure lines, movies, and such. It's generally not just like we are just really just discussing the figure in general. If you wanted that, you want to watch like the reviews that never were, where we actually do the in-depth reviews. or action figure news. But even a lot of that stuff's more like the stuff that we think is interesting and maybe possibly would pre-order and sharing it with you guys.
Yeah.
Because you guys, since you're subscribed here, you probably have at least somewhat of the same interest in stuff as we do.
Watching you.
Chris Davis, Godzilla! We must run and feel.
I'm going to keep that in there.
Somebody texted. Oh, okay. Something about magic. Mr. DBZ Fan 100 just watching this video at Shin. As Bandai just announced the Spitfire Shin Godzilla with multiple effects parts. Nice list. Found the video fun to watch.
Thanks,
Appreciate
buddy.
it.
I appreciate
Especially
it.
after the last comment. Hopefully you subscribe. It's B9D. I managed to fix the Mecha King Ghidorah's jaws, but now I have to deal with the loose chest thingy, the closed claw piece. Which again, it's kind of just like how these kind of figures generally tend to work with ball joints. Stuff can be loose. It's really hard to keep that consistent with each of the joints. And then excessive use even will loosen up the stuff as well.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like a problem with collecting these things in general. Dark Matter, hello Gabra.
Gabara.
Ludogus, my batch of figure
You know
extra
what,
leg
Steve?
joint won't go back in.
You know what theme song Gabara is? You ever played Final Fantasy and you 7 you fight Sephiroth? And it goes like da na na Sephiroth. Well, it's like da na na Gabara.
That's what we need. Please help somehow. Again, hair dryer. Just like we stayed with the other ball joint problems. He actually got it fixed though, so that's cool. Toy Box Studios, trust me, I love SH MonsterArts. I would have them all if I lived in a perfect world. I just end up finding more and more toys to collect, and more expensive things I got going now is MP Transformers, which I actually get those once in a while as well. Personally, I like getting the old ones. Those are the ones I really gravitate towards, but certain MPs I will definitely buy.
I understand the whole expensive thing, trust me.
Yeah, most of the rest of the comments, I like NECA because of their accessibility. But no, you didn't come out as hating SH Monster. It's like, I perfectly understand that it is an expensive line, and there are cheaper options like the NECA ones, which easily is a thing, and something that a lot of people can go for, which is really cool.
You remember a couple of years ago when people were yelling us, telling us that NECA was not collectibles?
Yeah, no, I remember.
You guys suck. You don't know what you guys talk about. NECAs are not collectible.
Yeah, you can buy by Toys R Us. That doesn't make it not a collectible. It just makes it easily accessible, which is really nice about them.
Something doesn't have to be too expensive, for you to collect it.
Yeah. It's not like it has to be X plus. It's not like you have to buy X plus or you're not a collector, or you have to buy the monsters or you're not a collector.
Yeah.
It's like whatever you want to collect makes you a collector, which is something I love about toys, and why I have NECA ones which are like $20-$30. I buy the Bandai America stuff, which
Vinyls.
sometimes is cheaper. Playmates, vinyls. I buy a wide range just because I enjoy collecting stuff in general. I don't pick just one line because it makes me feel like I'm more elitist because I have these more expensive figures. Even though I do tend to buy them too. Michelle Blair, that's messed up. You don't like kaiju? Well, I do, and SH Monsters are the best. Y'all are not Godzilla fans like I am. Losers.
She's a loser?
Kind of? I guess?
Yeah. Oh, no, it states right there.
I am losers?
Not Godzilla fan, I'm a loser. Well, look.
I feel sorry, but you should think way more highly of yourself for starters.
Yeah, that's not cool. We're all Godzilla fans here.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're not Godzilla fans. Because we think that these figures are the worst in the line, which makes us not true Godzilla fans because we don't love everything about Godzilla.
But she's a loser, though.
So we don't have to take her opinion into account?
Okay.
So we get to be Godzilla fans? Sweet.
Okay. It's okay, Gabra. It's okay.
One thing, too, is I don't even fully consider us a Godzilla channel. I really like Godzilla, so that's mostly what we do. But...
yeah.
But it's not what we just do. This room here. Only thing Godzilla is the NECAs on that shelf over there. Everything else is Alien, Power Rangers, Septigram, Turtles, Five Nights at Freddy's. This room is overtly packed now that I really look around. Moving on.
We're toy whores.
Peaky Cerebroful. I think Mr. Shin looks great. Sure, I don't own the figure for obvious reasons, because it's expensive. But the photos and videos I've seen of him doesn't look that bad to me. Like I said, he's not really that bad.
No, he's not. We stated that.
It's just compared to most of the other ones, the paint job could have been better. And like, I still really like the figure. Dead as Ghost Nexus. Arnez Gebra Sabak. That would not work. You don't think you should change it?
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Max Carroll. I can understand 94's place on the list, but if you pick up the first production run, you might be far more impressed. I do own the original production figure with the beam, and there's absolutely no gapping. I actually seen one for sale a little while back. I almost hopped on because I want the blue beam.
Should have.
Now that would be something I'd probably be more inclined to keep in the box. Well, I'd have to get the beam out.
That would be hard to keep it in the box.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in the box anymore.
Yeah.
Still. Even though the googly eyes are permanent on the figures, they are to be excused due to how new the figure was at the time the line was new as well. But yeah, like, it's understandable. Like, it's a first try. But it's just, again, like, showing, like, how these figures have been up and down the production run. My Heisei Godzilla figure has derpy eyes. To be expected. I saw Godzilla 2000 at a bookstore for $75. Should I get it? Hells yeah. That's a really solid price, especially if it's the old one. That was by Bouncy Doodles again. Ultrazilla Toys. I didn't watch more than 2 seconds yet, but I had to pause and comment because I can't stop laughing. You scared the heck out of me, Steve. Actually scared the water I just drank out of my nose. I'm sorry. Glad you're enjoying the video, though. Cybermate 47? Or Cybermat?
I like Mate.
Sure. Yeah,
hello,
like
Mate.
I'm surprised that SH MonsterArts has only made a Heisei King Ghidorah so far. A show one would be great. Definitely would. Most of the rest of it is just about the new Godzilla movie. Junior Mondragon? My SH MonsterArts Godzilla 2014 Spitfire version did have lazy eyes on... Do you have lazy eyes on my bow correctly painted eyes? GFan 912? I like the SH MonsterArts Heisei figures. They're my favorites. If I have lots and lots of money, I'd be able to buy them. Yeah, pretty much all the Heiseis are great. Like, there's not really one I really would fully complain about for the most part, except for Junior and the Evolution set, which I still think are pretty nicely detailed, just needed more stuff. Warship Pictures, Godzilla Jr. should have come with the Destroyers. It's just logical.
Yeah.
That would have actually been really nice. Or even just to have his own aggregate.
Steve, don't we have like 400 comments on here?
Super Shelton 07, that's an opinion? Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. Thank you for understanding.
Creation Zilla, in my opinion, the worst SH MonsterArts figure is their Gigan 2004. Oh boy. I cannot stand the tail on the thing. It just looks ugly. You can't get the spikes on the tail to line up, and moving the tail scrapes the other blades and hurts.
Gabra, hold Steve back. It's your opinion. We'll respect it, buddy.
Oh, and you got it for $55?
Give me something, throw it at him.
Carl O'Brien. And my theory is that they made 64 so small because he would be closer to scale with the Revoltech Kaijus. I see pics and he looks in scale with Anguirus, Rode, and Bargon, only a little out of scale with Gigan. That's a possibility.
It would make sense, I guess.
Mainly just because then it kind of gives them an excuse not to make a Mothra, because you could just use the Revoltech Mothra next to it.
That's lazy.
But then again, they could just make their own Mothra and make money. Which I would buy that.
But then maybe not a lot of people would buy because they already have the Revoltech one.
Yeah, well, that and like in Japan, like Heisei is the most popular, which is why those get the most releases. And then probably Millennium Show is probably the least profitable over there, anyways. Like over here,
it's more
story. King Kickass, love you guys. I love to see a top 10 Bandai vinyls and at least a top 10 least favorite Bandai vinyls. Maybe after G-Fest, because I'll definitely probably pick up a few more while I'm there.
Yeah.
So I do got quite a bit of vinyls.
It's actually not a bad idea. Thanks for the suggestion. Look for it after G-Fest.
Mr. Blobfish, please help. I accidentally ate my pet hamster named Steve. Oh. That's Steve.
Give it some time. He'll come on at the other end. It always works.
Eventually. 10 worst should be called the 10 best by Sonic EX Gamer. Solidus Godzilla, great video, guys. Can pretty much agree that these are some of the weakest in the line. Thanks. So far, I would have to say my least favorite will have to be Betra. It is really delicate. Samuel Miller, nice vid.
Thanks.
Matthew Medina. They're re-releasing a repaint of Shin Godzilla and a statue of him as well on Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, the statues are pretty cool. Mainly, like, I want the Expos. I kind of really want the gigantic ones coming out. Looks sexy. DonnaBoy0119 at the 237. Sam and I lost a segment at the end of the tail tip. Oh, that sucks. Goji Galvi, my least favorite SH MonsterArts are Space Godzilla, Godzilla 1954, and Little Godzilla. Because my Space Godzilla shoulder crystals are so easy to get scratched, and I tried to paint them.
That is true.
Which I did a terrible job and kind of ruined them.
Aww.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, that's one of those where you probably, if like you start scratching, you want to repaint it, you probably have to take all the paint off there and then repaint it, which is a lot of work. And yeah, like, that's easily an issue. Like, even mine has like a little ding on the one crystal, and I try to be super careful with those. Still really solid though. Toybox Studios, NECA for the win, which again, they're super cheap. Nightmare Goji, the worst figure SH MonsterArts line is special burning Godzilla figure. The paint job's okay, but the movements keep popping off for other views. But yeah, I've seen some of them have joint issues, but again, it is a figure of ball joints. It will happen.
Not can. It will happen.
Spine King 121 Gaming, how dare you? Shin Godzilla did nothing to you. But he did everything to me. I still dream about it. SK8 Nuggets. Ooh, this channel sucks. You suck.
Your mom sucks.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
She does. Gail swallows.
Well, I was going to say, well, he got here, so she couldn't know.
Touché.
Okay. John Green. You're very, very bad. All those monsters are great. How can you say that? Your King Adora is broken because of you. It was never broken. I just said that they have the possibility of breaking. It was a common thing. And you are wrong of Shine Godzilla. He is very cool. And how can you say that about Godzilla 2014? You are a suck at saying that. You suck at English. Sorry. You need to practice some typing.
I'm a foreigner, and I would have typed that out better. Jesus Christ, man.
But again, it's an opinion. If you have a different opinion, super cool.
Hey, let us know your other opinion down there.
Slightly offensive about it, though. But yeah, I had issues with those. Then somebody didn't watch the video.
Please, for the love of God, finish watching the video before you start yelling at us.
Please. Scorp Zero, or at least check the other comments, because somebody might have already complained about it too. Just tag along with them so I don't have to read it. Scorp Zero to Baran. You guys just got a suckiest Godzilla 2014. Mine is awesome and it's really cool. You suck.
That is true. Steve does suck. That's the part that's true.
I was about to say something like, no, that just definitely went on
my
cause.
No, don't dig your grave, Steve.
The Mecha King Ghidorah.
Yes!
America is better for sitting on a shelf and looking at. But then you just buy the X Plus, right?
No.
Like, if you're not going to pose it, you just you're like, there's no point in buying an articulated one then.
You just buy the NECA one. It looks better.
What NECA one? They can't make other kaijus that aren't Godzilla.
Exactly my point.
Just buy the Treadmaster.
So you're stuck with this, so shut up.
If you hate this one, give it to me. No.
You ate or hate?
If you hate.
Oh.
By Nicola Serpok. William H. Rill. Not being mean, but that looks like Godzilla 54 A-hole. Nightmare 447, crawling in my crawling.
Congratulations, you made it on our comment channel.
Hold on. Nightmare 447, crawling in my crawl. Is that a Linkin Park reference? I don't understand.
Crawling in my
Dark McCurp. There is no good 2014 Godzilla figure. Should I get the NECA then? The NECA is probably the better one.
For the price wise, at least.
Yeah, especially the 24-inch long one. That's actually my favorite 2014 figure. Gojira 54. Oh, I get it now. Steve called Arnes as he. Ha ha ha. That funny.
Because my initials are AS, I just need my middle name to be an S, you know, ASS.
Yep. So your middle name should be Steve.
Not if my life depended on it.
Again, we'll have a bracket on
Nobody
Patreon.
wants to be a Steve.
Burning Godzilla. I like my shin too, Steve. I wouldn't be able to walk without them. Didn't we already go over that one earlier?
Did it? Is there multiples of it?
I don't know. Zumi Z. I like most of them. Cool. More Arnez Gabra. BG9X3. Lego Blocks Domo. Cranston Ater05. What?
Stone Cold, what?
Hero E's Toombas. WTF? They're tiny for $200. I thought those were at least twice that size.
No.
Nope. Michael Maloof, Shin Godzilla Gojira is the best figure on the market. I'd argue. I'd say the X Plus is probably the best looking one. Number 10, I disagree. Super Kraken
See,
924.
he even disagrees.
Jerry Lee. And fuck you because you hate Shin Godzilla. That it, I hate you guys, and you guys are also my least favorite YouTuber. Oh.
Thanks for the view, buddy. We appreciate it.
But we never said we hated it. I even said at that part that I actually liked the figure.
Would you please?
Just watch the darn video!
God.
Also English, but still. English. Jerry Lee, fuck you, fuck all you. You guys hate my Godzilla toy. My is the Spitfire Godzilla 2014. For that, I dare somebody to kick you too. Well, we did one on that one.
Yeah, you were actually our first reaction comment video. Thanks, buddy.
If you don't like Shin, give him to me.
No.
I can't read the rest of that. Asthena Biboya? Offline. A lot of people's figures are different. It doesn't mean they're horrible. For example, my Batman Mothra worms are good, but Batra's horn face fell off in a spike. Which, again, like I said, I don't think they're horrible. Just in terms of the line, they're not as good as the others. Again, watch the video. MechRX20. King Ghidorah, that's just yours. Mine doesn't do that.
Every one of them is different.
Yeah, a lot of people's are going to be different. The Skeet Bose. Shin's paint isn't too good. Spitfire 2014 looks weird, but I see no problem with regular 2014 besides being not movie accurate. Again, it's lackluster.
I'm pretty sure we said that, didn't we?
Sup, cool? You're so lucky to have these amazing figures. I am, actually. Because I wouldn't even got into the line if it wasn't for Biolante releasing. And I was even hesitant in getting that because when she released at like $212, something like that. I was like, that's a lot, but it's cheaper than the other Biolante figures.
The amazing thing about being an adult and having money is you can buy whatever you want.
Yeah, and at the time, I wasn't paying for rent either, so I was like, I had a disposable income. And yeah, that's pretty much it. At least for what's here right now.
There's a lot more, but I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah, for the most part, the hate isn't quite as bad on this video, but it's just a lot of people disagreeing, which I'm perfectly fine with.
You guys are allowed to disagree. He's just a Steve.
Yeah. People disagree with me all the time. It's kind of my thing now.
Even when he's right, they still tell him he's wrong.
Just ask me a couple of times, I'll change my opinion eventually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. We'll have to figure out what we're going to react to next.
There's a couple we can react to.
Yeah, there's something. We gotta find a good one. But yeah, help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.